No, your eyes do not deceive you. This is my 5-star reads video, and welcome to it. I don't know how else to intro that. Welcome to another video. Today is my very long awaited 5-star reads video. I have been getting this video requested for months. People are always asking me, Destiny, what are your 5-star reads? Destiny, please make a 5-star reads video. I am extremely picky. Sometimes I can film a reading vlog and I can be like, hey, this is 5 stars. You go watch my monthly wrap up, and I'm like, yeah, it's a 4 or 4.5. After further deliberation, I have decided that it is no longer a 5 stars. Therefore, I don't have a ton of 5-star reads, and you will see a lot of books in this video, but that is because with some books I have decided as the series as a whole is a 5 stars for me, because even if some of the books were like a 4 stars, the series as a whole is a 5-star for me. So let's just get into it. You guys know what this video is going to be, my 5-star read. Let's get into it. This is the first time on the internet that I'm letting you guys know my 5-star reads. I did have a 5-star reads video before I even made book videos, and I made one 5-star reads, and I actually privated that video. Those were not 5-star reads for me really at all. These are my 5-star reads though. The first 5-star reads that I will be talking about is actually a series. So this series as a whole is a 5-star reads for me. And of course, that is none other than the Addicted series by Krista and Becca Ritchie. I say the Addicted series specifically because the Calloway sisters, there was very few of those that were actually 5-star reads. I actually don't think any of those except Long Way Down was a 5-star read for me, but the Addicted series really as a whole just a 5 stars for me. I love Lily and Lo with all of my heart. I love this series so much. It is very near and dear to me, specifically because I love Lily and Lo. But if we are talking about my favorites from this series though, that actually I rated a full 5 stars were Thrive and Addicted After All. I can't tell you guys how much I love this series. So sad that it's over. You know what they say, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Keeping with this series, you guys know, don't act like you guys don't know. My life is forever changed because of these books, and that is none other than the ACOTAR series. Guys, specifically these 3 books are everything to me. I am in the middle of A Court of Silver Flames right now. I've been slowly getting through that book for weeks now. These 3 books are everything to me, specifically because of someone named Reese. I love him. These books genuinely changed my life. I fell in love with this series. Guys, my whole entire TikTok For You page is literally just people talking about ACOTAR, and I'm so excited to just keep on reading them for years and years and years as they keep on coming out. I'm staying with, I think this is the last 5-star series that I have. That would be none other than Binding and Keeping 13. I am obsessed not only with the main characters of the 2 books, these 2 books follow Johnny and Shannon. I just love this, like I said, not only because of the main characters, but also the side characters. It is definitely the found family trope. I didn't even know that I was gonna love this, but I devoured these books. They're over 500 pages, and the font in these books are very small, and I literally just would sit down and read it from front to back. They are so good. They're so funny. They do deal with more serious topics, but I feel like it dealt with them very well and used that found family sense that I just was absolutely in love with. So Binding and Keeping 13, 5-star reads. Thank you, Chloe Walsh, for the amazingness that is this group. That is the series. So we're done with the 5-star series. Now we're just getting into our 5-star books, period. So now the first book I just have to state, because it is the obvious, it's been one of my favorite books for a very long time, which is Love in Other Words. I read this book last year. I absolutely fell in love with it. I can still remember the feeling of reading this book and just being so excited to dive back into that. And that's really what a 5-star read is for me, is to either really just dive into a book, read it from front to back, or when you have things going on and you just are literally thinking as you have to do things, I cannot wait to come home and open up this book and see what else is happening with these characters. There's just something so beautiful about having an escape into a book, and that is exactly just how my 5-star reads are for me. And I loved it. I literally love Elliot and Macy. I loved their story. They are bookish people. I love reading about bookish people because I identify so hard, and you will just fall in love with the story. It is so heartwarming, so cute. Well, someone let the dogs out because now every dog in my neighborhood has decided to start barking. Next Next, I feel that this book is very underappreciated and it is one of my 5-star reads. I just remember the giddiness that I felt while reading this book, and that is You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hogle. I don't speak about this book enough or loving it so much, but I genuinely do love this book so much, and for good reasoning, because this is more of a they are together, but you're kind of watching a couple fall back in love again. And I feel like that's really another reason that I really loved this book, because there was no very toxic behavior going on within the couple. It was very realistic into what happens sometimes in long-term relationships and just falling back in love with that person, reworking on things, communicating. The banter in this book was very, very good as well, and I really loved both of the characters for their own respective reasons. I do have another very widely talked about book, but I feel that it is for good reasoning, and that is Beach Read by Emily Henry. I remember this again was one of those books that I just devoured from the front to the back. He's overwhelmed that she exists. Like, I'm sorry. Someone ever literally looked at me and said that, I would melt into a puddle. And they're writers. Like I said, I love reading about bookish people. I could not go through this video without telling you guys. A lot of you guys do not know actually that I have read this book, and it is one of my 5-star rated reads, and that is A Little Life. I read this book last year, and I swear it literally changed my life. It was one of the books that I was so in love with, literature wise, the writing, the story, everything. I was so invested in, and I really, really loved it. I feel that I don't talk about this book a lot because it is a very heavy book. Not only because it is literally like over 700 pages. This book is over 700 pages long. The content in this book is very, very heavy. It deals with a lot of triggering subjects, which I will be putting on the screen, because that is what makes me very wary of recommending this book, because it deals with a lot of things. But basically this book follows a group of 4 friends. They are friends from college and throughout their whole entire life. Usually something like that for me is very mundane, cannot keep my attention, but I literally was so obsessed with this book. Literally was like, I want to just slowly go through this book because I want to appreciate every last second of it, and that is exactly what I did. And I actually am going to reread this very, very soon. I actually, fun fact, did not cry reading this book, because if you guys look up this book on YouTube, it is one of the most emotional books that you will see that so many people cry over. I do say though, I think it is because I was so numb of all of the things that was happening that I did not cry. But this book is beautiful. Okay guys, those are all of my 5-star reads. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys are excited that I finally spilled the beans on what books are 5 stars. Also, these are the only books that are 5-star reads for me. So if you guys are like, didn't she rate this book 5 stars? If it wasn't mentioned in this video, then it is not a 5-star read. I change my mind so often. Like I said, I am a very, very picky gal, okay? And things change a lot with me. Thank you for staying along here for the ride of that. Hope you guys enjoyed. You guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff that you guys know how to do. And I will see you guys when I see ya. Peace.